Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a knack for making money while others struggle to make ends meet? A question that has probably crossed many minds, and yet the answer often eludes us. It's like a secret that only a select few are privy to. But what if I told you that the secret is something that all of us can learn and master? Yes, I'm talking about financial literacy. Financial literacy is not just about knowing how to save or invest. It's about understanding the monetary system, the art of making money work for you, and the strategies to safeguard your financial future. It's a life skill that unfortunately many of us were never taught in school. Why is that, you might ask? Could it be because our education system focuses more on traditional academic subjects, leaving little room for practical knowledge like managing finances? Or perhaps it's because talking about money is often considered taboo in many cultures, making it a topic that's avoided in many households. Regardless of the reasons, the fact remains that many people lack the necessary knowledge to manage their finances effectively. And this lack of knowledge can lead to financial struggles, debt, and a lifetime of living paycheck to paycheck. But it doesn't have to be this way. Enter Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. This isn't just a book, it's a manual, a guide if you will, that can equip you with the knowledge and skills to change your financial destiny. It's a resource that, if used correctly, can turn the tables and empower you to break free from the chains of financial limitations. So, what does Rich Dad Poor Dad have to offer? Let's delve into the book to find out. Yes, let's unravel the secrets of financial success that this book holds and take the first step towards financial literacy and freedom. After all, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, doesn't it? So why not take that step today and set ourselves on the path to financial prosperity? In Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki presents concepts that challenge conventional wisdom and change how we think about money and investing. One of the key concepts Kiyosaki introduces is the difference between assets and liabilities. Traditional thinking might have us believe that our house, car, and personal belongings are assets. However, Kiyosaki turns this idea on its head. He argues that an asset is something that puts money into your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out. So in this light, your house and car, which require maintenance, mortgage payments, and insurance, are actually liabilities. Next, let's talk about investing. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of investing as a means of generating wealth. He posits that the rich don't work for money, they make their money work for them. This is achieved by investing in income-generating assets such as real estate, stocks, and businesses. It's not about hoarding money in a savings account, but about leveraging it to create more. Kiyosaki also introduces the concept of the cash flow quadrant, dividing the ways people make money into 4 categories: employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. He suggests that to achieve financial freedom, one should aim to move from the left side of the quadrant, employee and self-employed, to the right side, business owner and investor. This shift allows one to take control of their financial destiny rather than being at the mercy of an employer. But how do we navigate these complex financial waters? Kiyosaki stresses the importance of increasing our financial intelligence. He believes that understanding money, how to make it, manage it, and multiply it, is crucial. The more we know, the better decisions we can make, and the more wealth we can accumulate. Throughout the book, Kiyosaki uses the contrasting advice of his 2 dads to bring these concepts to life. His poor dad, a well-educated man, believed in the traditional path of getting a good education, a stable job, and saving for retirement. His rich dad, on the other hand, had a different philosophy. He believed in financial education, investing, and creating multiple streams of income. These 2 perspectives serve as a backdrop for Kiyosaki's journey to financial literacy and independence. They highlight the difference between working for money and having money work for you, between holding on to outdated beliefs and embracing new ways of thinking about wealth. These concepts, although simple, can have a profound impact on our financial decisions. Rich Dad Poor Dad encourages us to question the status quo and to take control of our financial future. It's not just about becoming rich, but about gaining the knowledge and skills to make informed financial decisions. After all, as Kiyosaki says, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. What lessons does Kiyosaki impart through Rich Dad Poor Dad? This question is worth exploring. The book is packed with insights and lessons that can transform our financial lives. Let's delve in. Firstly, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of financial education. He argues that our schools do a great job educating us on traditional subjects like science and history, but often neglect to teach us about money. Kiyosaki's Rich Dad instilled in him the understanding that being financially literate is not a luxury, but a necessity. This knowledge empowers us to make informed decisions about our finances instead of leaving them in the hands of others. It's not just about making money, it's about knowing how to manage and grow it. Secondly, the author introduces us to the concept of assets and liabilities. He explains that an asset is something that puts money into your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out of it. The rich, he says, buy assets while the poor and middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. The key to wealth, Kiyosaki suggests, is to focus on accumulating assets, real estate, stocks, bonds, and owning businesses, which generate passive income. This concept fundamentally shifts our understanding of wealth and how to build it. Thirdly, Kiyosaki teaches us about the power of making money work for us, instead of working for money. He believes that the poor and middle class work for money, but the rich make money work for them. This lesson is a game changer. It encourages us to break free from the cycle of earning and spending, and instead focus on creating systems that generate income. This could be through investments, side businesses, or any venture that can potentially yield returns without our direct involvement. Finally, Kiyosaki urges us to overcome fear and take calculated risks. He argues that fear holds many people back from financial success. However, he believes that with financial education, we can manage risks and make informed decisions. Fear of losing money, he says, should not stop us from investing. Instead, it should drive us to acquire the knowledge we need to invest wisely. These lessons from Rich Dad Poor Dad are not just theories, they're practical strategies that can be applied in our daily lives. They encourage us to take control of our finances, to think differently about money and investing, and to seek financial independence. So, what does this mean for us? It means that we have the power to shape our financial future. It means that with the right knowledge and mindset, we can escape the rat race and build wealth. It means that we have the potential to be not just financially secure, but financially free. By applying these lessons, we can change our financial destiny. So, why should Rich Dad Poor Dad be your next read? This question brings us to the conclusion of our discussion about Robert T. Kiyosaki's game-changing book. Let's take a moment to recap the key points and lessons that we've unpacked from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Firstly, the book introduces a paradigm shift in how we perceive money and wealth. It challenges the conventional wisdom of working for money and instead promotes the idea of making money work for us. It emphasizes the significance of financial education and how it equips us with the tools to create and manage wealth. Secondly, Kiyosaki underscores the importance of investing in assets rather than liabilities. He illustrates this through the contrasting financial philosophies of his two dads, the rich dad and the poor dad. The rich dad invests in income-generating assets, while the poor dad accumulates liabilities thinking they're assets. This stark contrast serves as a wake-up call for many readers. Thirdly, the book stresses the significance of entrepreneurial spirit. It encourages readers to take risks, to step out of their comfort zones, and to seize opportunities that come their way. It's about not being afraid to fail, because failure often leads to the greatest lessons. Rich Dad Poor Dad has had a profound impact on millions of readers worldwide. It has been a catalyst for many to embark on their own journeys of financial freedom. Its lessons have resonated with people from all walks of life, inspiring them to take control of their financial future. The power of Rich Dad Poor Dad lies not only in its practical financial advice, but also in its ability to change the reader's perspective on money and investing. It urges readers to think differently, to question the norm, and to strive for financial independence. In Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki offers a new paradigm for financial success. It's not just a book, it's a financial education that can change your life.